Jack Miller has offered his perspective on Fabio Quartararo's early impatience with the Yamaha V4, highlighting the importance of faith in the Japanese manufacturer's ambitious project. The Pramac Racing rider stressed that, despite initial frustrations, the new engine platform represents a crucial step forward for Yamaha in MotoGP. Quartararo's first reactions to the V4 engine raised eyebrows among the paddock. The Frenchman had been outspoken about the need for development on a new engine architecture, expressing frustration with the perceived stagnation of Yamaha's historic four-cylinder inline engines. Yet after his initial ride in Barcelona and subsequent test in Misano, El Diablo's enthusiasm appeared muted. Rather than speculate on the potential of the V4, Quartararo acknowledged the broader challenges facing Yamaha. "I don't think the V4 will solve all our problems because we face the same issues in Barcelona and again in Misano," he stated, underscoring the complexity of integrating a new power unit into the existing chassis and electronics framework. For Miller, however, such reactions are entirely understandable. He attributes them to the natural impatience that comes with high-level competition, particularly after several challenging seasons. "I know they're giving their best, and I completely understand his frustration," Miller commented. "I get where he's coming from. He needs a bike that performs, and that takes time. Development doesn't happen overnight." Miller emphasized that the V4 represents a completely new platform, a fresh project in every sense. "Unfortunately, in MotoGP, time is always short, but I understand his needs and desires because we've seen his talent. There's no doubt about that," he said. While riders have pointed out areas requiring improvement, Miller remains confident about the fundamentals of the new engine. "Finding the power isn't the issue. We'll put them on the dyno, and after 6 runs they'll find the power. From there, we'll work on the rest," the Australian explained. He also praised Yamaha's electronics team, noting their role in rewriting software and optimizing systems to extract the best performance. "We've got some of the best engineers helping with the software. The Yamaha engineers will be right there with us," Miller added. Whether the V4 will restore Yamaha's competitiveness remains to be seen. The manufacturer has taken a calculated risk by introducing a new engine without guarantees, aiming to bring it into official competition. Even if successful, the project is expected to have its first tangible impact in the 2026 season, with further evolution planned for 2027, when new technical regulations will reduce displacement. Season 2027 will also mark the introduction of Pirelli tyres, which could present entirely different performance characteristics compared to the Michelin tyres Yamaha riders currently use. Miller reflected on historical parallels, recalling that Ducati once considered an inline-4 engine in 2015-2016 to challenge Yamaha. Let's say the regulations push bikes in that direction to exploit rear tyre strengths and weaknesses. This new bike does that very well. Engine braking, the way you slow the bike, the exhaust, it all connects, he said. Looking ahead, Miller is confident that Yamaha is in a strong position regardless of how future regulations and tyre changes unfold. "At least we have experience with all these technologies, so we know where to go when the time comes. There's always risk, that's racing. But there's also risk in doing nothing and stagnating for 2 years. You save money, but you lose opportunities to progress," he explained. Miller concluded by highlighting the collaborative effort between riders and engineers. "We're asking a lot of our engineers right now, and the riders too. When everyone is pushed to their limits, that's the only way to discover true potential. Engineers are making progress, expanding their knowledge, and we riders are learning too. By the time we switch manufacturers or face new regulations, we'll have made major steps forward. It won't be drastic overnight, but every piece of data helps," he said. Ultimately, Miller's analysis reflects a calm but determined approach. Yamaha's V4 may not provide instant results, but the foundation it establishes could be critical for the manufacturer's return to form in the highly competitive MotoGP landscape. Patience, methodical development, and strategic testing are the keys to turning early uncertainty into future success. The transition from a traditional inline-4 to a V4 is far more than a simple engine swap. It's a shift in philosophy for Yamaha. Engineers must rethink weight distribution, chassis balance, and torque delivery to ensure the bike remains competitive in every corner of a Grand Prix circuit. Such technical nuances can make the difference between a rider comfortably attacking corners and one struggling to maintain pace over a full race distance. Jack Miller emphasized the psychological aspect of this development as well. Riders get used to a certain engine feel, a certain power delivery. Switching to a V4 changes everything: how the bike responds under braking, mid-corner, and during acceleration. That adjustment period is crucial, and impatience is natural, he explained, highlighting that success in MotoGP requires both engineering brilliance and mental resilience. Another challenge for Yamaha lies in harmonizing the V4 engine with existing electronics. MotoGP bikes rely heavily on software to manage traction, wheelie control, and engine braking. Miller noted that even a small misalignment between hardware and software can result in a bike that feels inconsistent, particularly for riders who demand precise feedback at high speeds. Tire management is another variable. While Michelin has been Yamaha's partner for years, the upcoming introduction of Pirelli in 2027 could dramatically alter race dynamics. Miller hinted that Yamaha's early V4 development might provide them with a head start in understanding how to optimize engine performance for new tire compounds, giving them an edge when the change eventually arrives. Quartararo's cautious approach may also be strategic. By withholding full endorsement of the V4 at this stage, he can ensure the development team prioritizes fundamental reliability over short-term gains. Miller acknowledged this, saying, "It's not about doubt, it's about setting priorities. You build a strong foundation first, performance will follow." Miller also highlighted that the V4 project allows Yamaha to experiment with unconventional solutions. From exhaust layouts to cooling systems, every element can be fine-tuned in ways not possible with the older inline-4 design. These experiments, while time-consuming, could provide insights that influence Yamaha's technical direction for years to come. The Australian rider stressed that the broader MotoGP ecosystem benefits from such innovation. Every time a manufacturer pushes boundaries, the whole paddock learns something. Even if you hit setbacks, the knowledge gained elevates everyone: engineers, riders, and teams alike. Miller noted, framing Yamaha's development challenges as a natural part of motorsport evolution.